I'm being joined by All India Trinamool Congress Party National Spokesperson Saket Gokhale, who's made headlines recently in the state of Meghalaya after he had come out with allegation against the Meghalaya Democratic Alliance government. Now, sir, firstly, if you can tell us, because we've seen that you've made headlines recently, you've become a very popular name in the state of Meghalaya.
Popular? No, I mean, they want to take me to court and sue me for defamation. So, I think as far as the MDA government goes, I'm not very popular.
Very popular. How do you, firstly, let's talk about what, the Deputy Chief Minister has called you psycho. Are you happy with that, or what's your reaction to that?
I genuinely don't care, because when people make personal attacks, it usually means that they have nothing else to say. I raised questions about irregularities in Meghalayan Age and 648 crores, I think, and instead of responding to that, he's gone and made below the belt remarks. Right. People normally do this when they're scared. Being abusive is not the sign of our society, our culture. Definitely in a state like Meghalaya, that is not the culture. That is not how we talk to people or opponents. This is not UP. This is not any other state. But I think by allying so closely with the BJP and by taking orders from Guwahati, the language has also become that of the BJP. So he can call me whatever he can call. I'm fine with him calling me whatever, as long as he answers questions that the opposition is legitimately raising. He's accountable to the people. If he calls me a psycho, but if he's a genius, then as a genius he should give answers to the people of Meghalaya. Why is He's saying everything in the world. He's calling people psycho. He's saying, don't do that, I won't do this. I will sue him. I'll make a case. He's doing everything except for answering a simple question. That's all.
So is it a shame, apart from you, there are also others who had called on the government, why don't you come forward, take part in an open discussion, but yet they fail to participate in such. Now remember, even the Chief Minister, when I had personally asked him, that the national spokesperson of a national party has challenged you or, urged to participate in an open discussion, but they've just, brushed it off and just said that we will not take up anyone who just challenges the government. That means we have to entertain anyone's challenge. That's what he had said.
See, what the Chief Minister and the Deputy CM have forgotten, that this is a democracy. When the opposition raises a debate or asks for a debate, you're legitimately required to accede to it. It's not a question of anybody. And when they seek votes from everybody, right? So why can't they be answerable to everybody? When they say, we will not debate with just anybody, but we will go and ask votes from everybody. So why this contradiction? If every resident of Meghalaya, whoever is casting a vote, you are answerable to that person. Every person in this state is your boss. You might be sitting in the Chief Minister's seat, you might be the Deputy CM, but don't let that power get to your head. The real bosses, the real chiefs of the state are the people of Meghalaya. You can't refer to them as anybody and everybody. They are the main people and they are the ones who you have to give answers to.
Now, we've also seen that, many feel like, even from the government itself, they said that your allegations are baseless. You don't have any, to substantiate your the allegations that you're making. You don't have anything to prove that. Would you agree? And how confident are you about the charges that you've made?
I'll just name one simple charge that I've made. Meghalayan Age, the company, which has the super CM of Meghalaya, as I call him, D. Vijay Kumar IAS, who's technically the Chief Minister running the show here. He's the Chairman and Managing Director of that company. That company was founded in the year 2020. That company from the New Development Bank has gotten $79 million in loans. Since 2020, since the company was formed, they have not filed a single financial report with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Forget everything else. If the Deputy Chief Minister comes here and shows me evidence right now that no, we have on time filed the financial reports of Meghalayan Age, I will accept that I'm a psycho. But if he doesn't, then he has no right to hide the theft of this government by using words like baseless. Simple question. One, I will get into the details much later, but one simple question. $79 million of loans, foreign loans. Where is the balance sheet? Where is the annual report? 2020, we are now in December 2022. Why have the financials not been filed? Simple question is that. Let him answer. Let him show me the financials. He has to first get them audited by the CAG. They have not been sent to the CAG. There has been no annual general meeting. There has been no filing. So who's hiding these? Where is the money going? Second thing, tenders. The tenders are floated by Meghalayan Age. In this nice big press release they wrote, they conveniently did not answer the questions I had asked. They said you can go to meghalayaetenders.com. Meghalaya Tenders has tenders that are done by government departments. Meghalayan Age has been floating tenders as a company. How many contracts have been awarded? Who have these contracts been given to? Why have suddenly projects? There are about 4 pending tenders right now. They said, oh, we have a deadline of February in order to get that loan. So were you sleeping from 2020 to February right now? Is it a coincidence that just before the elections you are suddenly opening up all these tenders? And who is being given? What is the process for this tender awarding? If it's a government department, I can go to the Meghalaya Tenders website, I can see the RFP, I can see the bids, I can see everything. Here there is no transparency. Here they are just awarding tenders based on criteria that they themselves decide. They are deciding who's the lowest bidder and they are awarding the contract. This is a government run by contractors across the board. MECL, any company you look at, this is a government of contractors. So be it Badri Rai and Company, be it Satnam Group, these are the contractors who have been brought from outside Meghalaya to run the show. So the simple thing is you're bringing contractors from outside. Local contractors are not getting any contracts. You're giving advances to these contractors from outside. There is large scale corruption. The quality of roads is pathetic. You're not making your financial filings on time. I'm sorry, but these are very clear things that anybody can go online and check. You see, it's every time the same thing. We raise questions, they say, oh no, this is not true. We have done this, we have done that. You can fact check me. I'm happy. Anybody who is going to fact check the Chief Minister? Who is going to fact check Mr. Tynsong when he gives a statement? President Tynsong told in one of the media reports quoted, he said that smart electricity meters have not yet been installed and rolled out. We have sent it for approval to EECL, which is under Government of India, because some of these meters are from a Chinese company called Inimeter. They said if this is approved by the Government of India, we will install those meters. He said this in June 2022. Last year, October 2021, James Sangma proudly showed a Chinese meter installed at his house. So who are they trying to fool here? Do they think we are idiots? I mean, you call me a psycho, you can call me all of these things, that's fine. My problem is not with President Tynsong or Conrad Sangma lying. My problem is with them underestimating the intelligence of the people of Meghalaya.
Right. So we've also seen, like you've clearly mentioned that there's a lot of irregularities, be it even in the the education sector also. However, we've seen that, in your one of the MLAs, Dr. Mukul Sangma's constituency, the education, the schools are in a very bad condition. So do you think that these MLAs from your constituency itself, they should work more or do more for their constituency?
Look, MLAs can function when there is support from the government. Today, what is the education budget of Meghalaya? How is the education budget being spent? How many children are getting midday meals? This government has cut the midday meal budget. I have seen schools around. There is a structure, prefabricated structure that's put up. There is no teachers. Why are teachers sitting on a strike? So any of our MLAs will have schools in their constituency. But we saw what happened with the teachers. They were sitting on a strike. Did the government listen to their demands? No. What did this government do? They tear gas people outside the secretariat. That's how they brutally launched an attack on people who are peacefully protesting. Now, if this is the condition of teachers, who is going to come and teach in schools? So MLAs have restrictions to a certain extent. But if the government is not listening to the genuine demands of teachers, genuine demand raised by teachers, that is something the government has to do. And yes, we will do it. If we are elected to power, we will do this. Because that is the basis of it. If teachers are making a legitimate demand, not meeting those demands, tear gassing them, that is what a dictatorship does. That's not what a democracy does.
Now, going forward, are we expecting you to file more RTIs to look into, maybe more scams that you can unravel more irregularities of this government?
I have a massive amount of them already. There are a lot of papers, and all of these will start coming out. They will come out at the right time. Let them file a defamation suit. Let them file 100 cases against me. I'm not afraid. I'm absolutely not afraid, because you will file cases against me. At the end of it, the truth has to come out. So in the process, you file cases against me, you throw me into jail also. Gujarat police arrested me last week, 2 times in 1 week. I'm not scared of going to jail. I'm not scared of cases. I'm not scared. I'm angry. I'm not angry because he called me a psycho. I am angry because he time and time again refuses to be accountable to the people of Meghalaya. Sitting in power for these 5 years has gotten into their head. We will not debate with anybody. We will not give answers. You're not the emperor. You're the chief minister. People voted for you. When you go and you beg for votes, saying, please give me a vote, you play your guitar and you do all of those things. At that time, you show as if the people are the most important for you. Then why can you not give them accountability? Because guess what? This money is not coming from Conrad Sangma's pocket. This money is not coming from Prestone Tynsong's pocket. This money is definitely not coming from James Sangma's pocket. In fact, money is going into James Sangma's pocket. None of the money is coming out of James Sangma's pocket. This money is of the people of Meghalaya. And he has to be answerable to them.
And, what are you looking forward in this 2023 elections in the state?
Look, we're very confident that people everywhere I go, okay, I have been in Meghalaya, with getting in and out of the state, but mostly in Meghalaya for about the last 7 months. I came in, I don't claim to know everything, okay, but I did what the government is supposed to do, which is shut their mouths and listen. Everywhere I've traveled, Garo Hills, Chaintia Hills, within the Kasi Hills, everywhere people are troubled. People are angry. There are issues with something as basic as water, electricity. We had gone to the High Court. I had gone to the High Court because this government, if one person in the village doesn't pay the bill, they would cut off supply to the entire villages. There were transformers not being replaced for 4 months. So we know for a fact that people are very angry with this proxy BJP NPP government. We also know that people are seeing. I don't have to go out and say vote for TMC. People are seeing the work that we do. For me, I am not from Meghalaya. I'm from outside. But I said I'm going to come here and I'm going to do my bit to lend my voice to the people that are fighting this battle. People see what the Trinamool Congress is doing. We have always believed in our work. This is the first time I'm in fact even talking on camera to the press in the last 7 months. I always believe our work should speak for ourselves. The Trinamool Congress's work speaks for itself. And when the elections happen in February, people will make the right decision.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, that was the AITC national spokesperson, Saket Gokhale, who spoke extensively on the different issues that are happening here in the state. Now, as he has mentioned that he is going to come out with more RTI findings or more RTI that he is going to file. And in fact, he's already done some. And he's saying that, you should wait for a few more days. He's going to unravel more of the irregularities that are happening here in the state under this Meghalaya Democratic Alliance government. Now, remember that he's also filed an FIR against Meghalaya Deputy Chief Minister Prestone Tynsong for maligning his image and calling him a psycho. And we have seen Saket Gokhale has made headlines in the state for the recent revelations of the Meghalayan Age Limited Company, where he's brought out several details. Thank you for watching. This is Princess Rashir for EastMojo.com in Shillong.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to EastMojo. For any queries, put them down in the comments section below and press on the bell icon for notifications.